Shout out to Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV. And keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out there, fight? Well, this your boy Money back with another one, man. This one here is on a 2-division world champion, Gervonta Tank Davis, another 2-division world champion, and Oscar Valdez, and a former WBO featherweight world champion, and my guy Shakur Stevenson, who's looking to be a 2-division world champion soon this year in the fall time. Now, we all know Tank, is leading the way of all the young fighters. All the young fighters. You understand what I'm saying? You got some fighters might have more titles than them, but Gervonta Davis right now is leading the pack when it comes to all these young fighters. And I mean from T.O. to Devin to Shakur, to Oscar Valdez. Gervonta Davis is carrying that torch right now, whether people want to admit it or not. Whether they want to admit it or not, Tank is the #1 guy fighting on pay-per-view, been making millions of dollars, and arguably the hottest name out of all the fighters from, 140 on down. Now, looking at Tank, bro, Oscar Valdez called him out. You feel me? He called him out. And we know Tank is on his way to 140 pounds to fight Mario Barrios. That's a fact. Video coming soon, my brothers and sisters. Tank is on his way to 140 to fight Mario Barrios, looking to become a 3-division world champion. Oscar Valdez just put on a hell of a performance against Miguel Burchett. Miguel Burchett was reigning at 130 pounds for a while now. You know what I mean? I wanted to see the likes of Gervonta Davis and Miguel Burchett get in there. I felt like they was the best 1 and 2 punch at 130 pounds when Tank was third when he won his title from my guy, the Puerto Rican man. Can't get my guy's name. I'm sorry, y'all. But, when he won his world title from him, and, Miguel Burchett was looking to fight Gervonta Davis. I talked to Miguel Burchett. He said he was down anytime. All he got to do is just give him a call. He was willing to fight. But nonetheless, Oscar Valdez went to 130 pounds and did his thing. I didn't think he can beat Miguel Burchett. I don't think a lot of people didn't pick was picking Oscar Valdez to go in there and beat Miguel Burchett, let alone knock him out. And now, Oscar Valdez said he would fight Shakur Stevenson after that victory. He was very, very happy. He was in tune. He felt good. That was a big, big win, on that night, arguably his biggest win of his career. And you could say it put him as the #1 dog at 130 pounds. But you said you would fight this man right here, Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson tweeted you back, congratulations, right? Gave you all the praise in the world and said, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. We all know Shakur and Oscar plus the fought at 126 when Shakur was Oscar Valdez mandatory. But, Oscar Valdez moved up for whatever reason. For whatever reason. Some people looked at it as a duck. Some people looked at it as, he just felt like he was tired of making the weight, going up to 130 pounds. Whatever the reason was, he vowed out the 130-pound division. Sorry, the featherweight division, 126-pound division, and he came up to 130. He came up to 130, and he did his thing on Miguel Burchett. But everyone knows this guy right here was the cat that he was supposed to face. You know what I mean? Shakur Stevenson, he put the work in, trying to get that fight with Oscar Valdez, trying to get a fight with anyone in that case. But everybody looked at Shakur as a dangerous man, and everybody still look at Shakur as a dangerous man because that's the skill he possesses. You know what I mean? Shakur possesses that type of skill, and his aura is just shows a non-nonsense type of aura. And that aura, it don't put fear in people, but it make people think. It make people think. You feel me? And Oscar went up, and guess what? Shakur, he did what he had to do at 126, couldn't get nobody. Then he came up to 130. Now he put himself in position to fight for another WBO world title with Jamel Hearn. And Jamel Hearn is trying to go on over to Oscar Valdez and face Oscar Valdez. When Oscar Valdez was never in play for Jamel Hearn, and Jamel Hearn never talked about Oscar Valdez. You got to look at the signs, bro. They never talked about each other. Now, them fighting each other in the unification belt, I'm not going to knock it, a champion versus champion. But y'all want to push your Chris Stevenson career back. You feel me? Because y'all trying to stall a kid's career. Y'all trying to stall his career. Now, with Gervonta Davis going up to 140 pounds to face Mario Barrios to become a 3-division world champion, right? Tank. Look at Oscar Valdez, because we know you and Shakur cool as fuck. Everybody knows this. Tell him to give Shakur Stevenson his shot. Tell him. And I'm quite sure that's what Tank could tell him. Not saying Tank won't fight Oscar because, you know, I feel like Tank will knock out Oscar Valdez, but I think it'll be a hell of a fight. That's a fan-friendly fight. And shouts out to Oscar Valdez, man. I got nothing against Oscar. So to the Oscar Valdez fans, please don't take this video the wrong way. I repeat, please don't take this video the wrong way. I'm a fan of Oscar Valdez as well. But we got to call a spade a spade. You feel me? Shakur Stevenson is in line for you. He's in line for you. That is your fight. That is the name that's been, you know, attached to you since 126 pounds. Just like when I told Jamel Hearn said, yeah, you are right. Shakur Stevenson, you know, him and Oscar do got their unfinished business. That's why you see the title down there, unfinished business, because they have unfinished business. You feel me? So Jamel Hearn, you want to try to stall their unfinished business? You going to try to go fight Oscar Valdez? You know, yes, it's a bigger bag. You know, Bomac said it's $3 million to $1 million if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he was just hypothetically speaking. You feel me? But Gervonta Davis is going to tell Oscar Valdez, handle your business with my little brother Shakur Stevenson. That's right there waiting for you at 130 pounds as well. Right there waiting for you at 130 pounds as well. Because to be real with y'all, I don't see Gervonta Davis coming back to 130 after he fight at 140 pounds. I feel like he's going to campaign at 135 and at 140 pounds. You understand what I'm saying? He's going to campaign at 135 and 140 pounds. There's nothing else for him at 130. You know, there's nothing else for him at 130. You beat Leo Santa Cruz. Leo is a big fucking name. It's a bad boy. That's a great win in your books and on your resume, whether people want to give you credit or not. You feel me? Now you at 140 with Mario Barrios. Then you come back to 135 to where your big money fights with Teofimo, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia is at. You feel me? 130 is for Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson. Jojo Diaz, Tevin Former, Miguel Burchett still, and Lomachenko can come back to 130 if you want to campaign. I feel like that's his best division, but he can still campaign at 135. So Gervonta Davis is going to probably look at Oscar Valdez and say, no. You feel me? Mayweather Promotion probably going to look at Oscar Valdez and say, no. You know what I'm saying? You have a man right there on your own stable that's chasing you. You mention his name. You never mentioned Gervonta Davis' name at 126. You never mentioned Gervonta Davis' name at 130 until now. And I'm not saying nothing is wrong with it because Tank is a dangerous fight. And I respect you if you want to fight Gervonta Davis. But Tank is not being mentioned right now. You see they left Tank and Shakur name off the list. ESPN did, which was some bullshit. And we all know it was bullshit. But why do you want to fight Gervonta Davis? Why do you want to fight Jamel Hearn when you know your biggest fight is Shakur Stevenson? Everyone knows your biggest fight is Shakur Stevenson. Even the Mexican fan base, the Latino fan base, y'all got to keep it real, bro. Y'all have to keep it real. At 130 pounds, which is the more appealing fight? Oscar Valdez versus fucking Jamel Hearn or Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson? Come on now, my brothers. Come on now, my brown brothers. You feel me? Your bro, Monty Brown, got love for you all. Just keep it trill and let's not fake it, dog. That rhyme. Your boy Monty Brown got love for you all. Just keep it trill and let's not fake it, dog. You feel me? We all know that Shakur Stevenson is the hottest fight for Oscar Valdez at 130 pounds. That is the fight, bro. That is the fight. It was the fight at 126, and now it's the fight at 130 after you beat Burchett, Miguel Burchett. Because Shakur thought Miguel Burchett would win. Me, myself, thought Miguel Burchett would win. I'm quite sure a lot of my brown Latino brothers thought Miguel Burchett would win. And I know Oscar got his fan base as well. Shouts out to Mexico for, putting on that parade for him. And shouts out for Mexico for standing up for Miguel Burchett and showing him love as well for holding it down the 130-pound division for as long as he did. This is no hate. This is no bias. This is no hate. This is no bias. Like I say, I love all these young fighters. I want nothing but the best for them. And I want to see them in the most exciting fights. Oscar Valdez versus Gervonta Davis is one hell of a fight. But like I said, Tank is going to campaign at 140 and 135. And at 130, you have the man Shakur Stevenson right there, which I feel like is the most skillful fighter, you feel me, in the entire division. In the entire division. To me, I think Shakur is number one. That's just me. But Oscar Valdez is number one right now because he beat Miguel Burchett, who was number one, a true number one. And, he took that position. But to me, in my mind, I just think Shakur Stevenson beat Burchett and Oscar Valdez and Tevin Former and Jojo Diaz. You feel me? And Jamel Hearn, who's trying to duck him and not give him his fight. I ain't going to say the word duck, but who's trying to maneuver around him and not give him his fight. And me and Bomac, we went back and forth on this. Me and Jamel Hearn, we went back and forth on this. So this is just not something Monty Brown is saying. I actually talked to these fighters. I actually talked to these coaches. You understand what I'm saying? This is no fluke here, bro. I'm just keeping it real. Gervonta Davis is going to tell Oscar Valdez, handle your unfinished business. And I will be getting Calvin Ford on so we can talk. And that's Gervonta Davis, head trainer, who I interviewed multiple times on my channel. I can call Coach up right now, ask him a few questions, he'll answer for me. Because that's the type of relationship we got. He's just cool like that. You feel me? So let's just keep it real, family. Let's just keep it real. Oscar, don't do everything you trying to do to get around Shakur, bro. Come on now. I know Tank is a champion. I know Jamel Hearn is a champion. I'm not knocking it, bro. I'm not knocking it. I understand the business of it. I understand the money thing. And if you want to make a big paycheck, you got to fight the big guys. That is true. But when you have that guy right there who you could make money with as well with Shakur Stevenson, bro, you can't keep overlooking him like he's a nobody. You can't keep going around him like he's a nobody. You have to sit down, you know, and let your balls drop and say, come on, Shakur, let's get it on, motherfucker. Let's get it on. You know, these people think I'm ducking you. These people think I'm afraid of you. These people think you better than me. Let me prove to them that you're not. Let me go in here and do to you what I did to Miguel Burchett. Knock your ass out. If you can. If you can. I don't think you can. I think Shakur Stevenson beat you. Like I think Shakur Stevenson beat everybody else at 130. You know, but that's just Monty Brown. His most competitive fight is this man right here, Gervonta Tank Davis, in my opinion, everybody. In my opinion. I know you might think different out there, family. You might think different, and I don't knock your way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is Shakur Stevenson deserved his opportunity because he worked his ass off. And shouts out to the WO for standing on their square. And please continue to stand on y'all square, WO. Do not change up. Do not switch up. Force the winner. Force Jamel Hearn. Either you got to fight Shakur Stevenson or you got to vacate, because that was in play after him and Frampton pushed the fight back twice now. And Shakur Stevenson waited his turn. He waited his turn. But I'm going to tell y'all this right now, man. Gervonta Davis is going to tell Oscar Valdez to handle his business with Shakur Stevenson, his little brother, who's been wanting you for a while now. Y'all have so much history with each other, over on the same side of the street and under the same promotional banner. Y'all know each other. You mention his name out your mouth that you'll fight him when you knocked out Miguel Burchett. You feel like you can beat him. You know what I'm saying? You are the top dog at 130. Can't nobody take that away from you. You are a 2-division world champion. You are a hell of a fighter, Oscar Valdez. You are a bad motherfucker, and Monty Brown is going to acknowledge that. I'm not going to take no credit away from you, my brother. No credit. But it's time to fight Shakur Stevenson, bro. Not no Jamel Hearn, not no Tank, not no JoJo Diaz, no one else. But I'm Shakur Stevenson, dog. That is the fight. And everybody need to push for that fight, because it's going to make for one hell of a fight. It's going to make for one hell of a fight. You feel me? So we'll see in the future, man. Like I say, Tank on to 140. Oscar is right there. He's looking for a fight. Shakur about to fight in June, if I'm not mistaken, against Jeremiah Nakathelia. You feel me? For the number 2. Well, he's the mandatory, but he's fighting the number 2 person. And then we'll see how the WBA address this Jamel Hearn situation, when we know Jamel Hearn is trying to fight Oscar Valdez in a unification bout. But I think Shakur got a lot to say about that. I think the WO is going to put a halt to that, and we'll see how they play that out. You feel me? But once again, Gervonta Davis tell Oscar Valdez to take on Shakur Stevenson. Take on Shakur Stevenson. Take on Shakur Stevenson. And if you beat Shakur Stevenson, then guess what? You one bad motherfucker, and you're on the right to fight anybody and call out anybody who you choose. Anybody who you choose, bro. And I will be behind you 100%, Oscar Valdez. But first, handle your business with Shakur. Show us that you is that warrior that will fight anybody, and you ain't running from no smoke. You ain't running from no smoke. And we'll see in the future. You feel me? We'll see in the future. But once again, shouts out to all these young champions, man. Continue to do y'all thing. Y'all are carrying boxing, and y'all are making it entertainment. But the best has to fight the best, and we want to see the person get their shot when they work their ass off, and they deserve it. Period. Until then, it's your boy Monty. This the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If you can't, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the video. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.